Does AI have the ability to prevent you from getting a job? Which is the headline that we're going to be talking about today. Whereas there's some really interesting news coming out of the Wall Street Journal this morning, where a gentleman has decided that he is going to be suing one of the largest providers of what's known as applicant tracking software. Right. And so everybody knows AI, ChatGPT, all of these AI tools have totally disrupted the way that we are working here in 2025. Companies large and small have begun the process of integrating AI into their processes, their systems, more often than not, replacing people, right? Replacing the jobs, the tasks that people have been focused on for a very long time, which includes HR professionals. And so again, the headline coming out of the Wall Street Journal today is a gentleman has decided that he is going to be suing the largest provider of this applicant tracking software that leverages AI, a company known as Workday, because he hasn't been able to get his application past some of the filters. And so lots of things to consider here, lots of things to marinate on. But the biggest thing that we want to consider is, does AI have the ability to discriminate? Which, is something that most of us are beginning the process to really consider, like what exactly is behind a lot of these large language models that are driving efficiencies, or maybe they're missing out on things that the average human maybe has the ability to pick up on. And so, the question begins to beg us is, does AI have the ability to discriminate? And if so, how do we ensure that our job applications, how do we ensure that our resumes are able to make it past the software? Something to consider, something to marinate on. If you need help with your resume, please feel free to stop by Black Cactus Co-working, where we are more than willing and able to look through your resume and offer you some tips, best practices on ways to make sure that your resume is able to make it past filtration systems.